Why does Apple charge more than 5 times the price for their USB chargers? Do they really have some special applesauce that's worth the premium? Well, Ikea just entered the chat and blew them out of the water. We went out and bought all of their chargers and actually tested them, so you don't have to. And to be honest, there's more reasons to buy the ones from Ikea than the ones from Apple.
Let's first take a look at the charger situation for Apple devices. You get a charging brick and a cable included with devices like a MacBook and an iPad. But for all other devices, the charging brick is gone, people. You'd be lucky if you still got a cable these days.
And the reason for that is simple. We just have way too many chargers lying around the house ever since USB-C became the standard. So it makes sense not to include a new one because of e-waste and all.
We understand it, but we don't totally agree with it. Yes, we have a lot of chargers around the house, but they're old chargers, usually USB-A instead of USB-C, and they're also slow. And despite being tech reviewers, we don't actually have that many good USB-C chargers.
Yeah, and you can buy chargers for your iPhone and iPad, etc. from Apple, but damn, are they expensive. It is Apple after all, and there's the element of convenience. It's easy for people to add it along with their online order or just walk into an Apple store and pick one up.
But you can't just buy the cheapest charger from Apple and be done with it, because depending on the device, it will need a faster charger. For example, an iPhone 17 Pro or an iPad Pro can go up to around 40 watts of charging speed, and that charger from Apple will cost you $59.
But suppose you bought the cheapest and slowest 20-watt charger, which is the one you need if you have an iPhone Air, because yeah, they really nuked the whole battery situation on that phone. That charger costs $19.
This is where Ikea enters the chat.
All right, in Ikea, and I found all the chargers and battery sections, so let's go pick out the ones that we need.
Guess what? Ikea just released insanely affordable USB-C chargers. It's from their Sjos series. Not sure how you pronounce that. Maybe
It's what the Dutch person would say, but
yeah, this is what.
Chris.
Okay, that's how you pronounce
that's
that.
Swedish.
But wow, we'll come to the tests in a bit to see if they actually match what they advertise. But
Let's walk through a couple of examples. Suppose you dare to buy the iPhone Air, like me. Like we said, that one needs a 20-watt charger. Apple's charger, the one we have here, the 20-watt, costs $19. Ikea, it is priced at $4. $4. You can't even get a cup of coffee for that money. Take a look here. We tested these and it actually delivers the promised wattage.
or suppose you have an iPhone 17 Pro or an iPad. You just need to spend about $8 for a 30-watt charger, and that will give you decent charging speeds. At the Apple Store, that's $39, please. That's almost how much we spent to buy all the chargers from Ikea that are on this table.
Yeah, it's not looking great for Apple, is it? Is there still really a reason to get Apple's version instead of Ikea's? Before we answer that, let's look at a few more examples.
So if you have a MacBook Air or you want to charge two devices at the same time, you'll likely be looking at the 35-watt dual port version from Apple, like this one we got with the MacBook Air. Now, $59 for this fruity version. And what does IKEA do? You guessed it. They charge you less than half at $25. But wait, there's more. The IKEA version is actually 10 watt faster at 45 watts. Again, we verified this. Check these results out. IKEA story just checks out.
Yeah. And for that dual port version, right, it is 45 watts, but if you use both the ports, it's 22 watts and 22 watts on each of the ports. And lastly, if you need a beast of a charger because you have the MacBook Pro, then the 70-watt charger from Apple at $59 is going to pop up on your radar. Ikea will charge you less than half again at $25 for their 65-watt brick. We will give it to Apple here for using GaN technology in this charger. And if you don't know what that is, it helps keep the charger smaller and lighter and also more efficient in terms of heat management.
So the question here is, do the Apple chargers make sense, right? You might be hoping that Apple has special tech in their chargers that justify those prices. Unfortunately, there isn't much. Yes, in terms of aesthetics, they might look and feel nicer and match the rest of your Apple design elements. Maybe you prefer one of these over the Ikea for the shape of the charger. And some of the higher power chargers, like we said, like this 140-watt one we have here, they do have GaN technology, which helps reduce the weight and the size and improves the efficiency as well.
After doing quite a bit of searching, the only real advantage Apple chargers might have is a longer lifespan of about 10 years due to their higher quality components. But the key word here is higher. Ikea's chargers should easily last more than 5 years, and who knows which USB standard we will be using then.
And are Ikea chargers better? Well, are Ikea chargers just cheap knockoffs or poorly made products? Before we answer that, a big thanks to you guys for watching this video and for our tested tier supporters here on screen. And a special thanks to our Fuck Mon tier supporters, Brian, Croxland, Razpanda, Paula, and Rachel.
First off, guys, we didn't notice any electrical whine, which cheaper chargers usually suffer from. There have been teardowns from the folks over at Charger Lab, for example, and they've seen that the products are well made with safety and thermal management taken into account. We also strongly doubt a company as big as Ikea would risk any fiasco here.
Yeah, they're safer, they're cheaper, they're better. Rationally, the Ikea chargers are the better pick. They're all cheaper, much cheaper. There's also a dual port version that gives you more power. But what's interesting is that the furniture company's chargers do have some special sauce, right? And that's PPS. PPS stands for Programmable Power Supply. It basically means that the charger can adjust the voltage and current in tiny steps to accommodate the device being charged. This means that Ikea chargers can run not only cooler, but what if you want to charge a non-Apple device? Well, the Apple charger likely won't fast charge those, whereas the Ikea ones will.
Yeah. All right, guys, the Ikea ones are just a safer bet because of their cross-compatibility. Oh, and they also come with colored stickers if you're allergic to that Apple white or the Ikea white for that matter. If you want us to cover charging cables because they matter just as much, then let us know in the comments.
And we also compared a bunch of smart plugs that work with Apple Home. Check out that video here.
And if you want to see our favorite alternatives to AirTags, check out this video.
Do we?
Do we?